Hello everyone, welcome back to another Jagmaster General video. Today we are going to be ranking Fallout games. I'm going to be ranking all 9 of the main games. It's going to be a rather short video because I'm just going to go over why I like them, or why I don't, depends on how I feel. And we'll start with Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. It's Brotherhood of Steel. I could explain why it's bad, but if you know, you know. It's just not a very fun or enjoyable Fallout game. It was made when the company was going bankrupt. It was just kind of a throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. And, well, it did not stick on the wall. Next, Fallout Shelter, which is above. Still my bad, sorry about that. Fallout Shelter is a mobile game. You run a fictional vault, which can be named anything. Any number, I should say. And it's an idle game. You know, you build a few things here to expand the vault, you let in new residents, you send them on expeditions, rinse, repeat until they end up taking all your money through microtransactions. Thanks a lot, Todd Howard. Next game we're going to rank. I'm ranking them from worst to best, by the way. And that shall be Tactics. I don't want to do Tactics dirty. I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it's a great game either. I think it was fun for its time. I remember enjoying it when I played it probably 10 years ago now. It was by no means a masterpiece, but it was fun. It just is, you know. It's one of those things that, like, you don't really care one way or the other. So for that, actually, I'm gonna put it in C tier because I don't particularly care either way. But it was fun. I enjoyed a playthrough. Doesn't game I'm gonna replay anytime soon, I don't think. But next up, we have Fallout 3. Fallout 3 was good for its time. However, it was basically just Oblivion with guns. They copy and pasted everything from Fallout 2. And by that I mean the Enclave, the Brotherhood, Super Mutants, and just kind of slapped it in DC, including Rad Scorpions for some reason. I think the story and the lore behind it are kind of dog crap. Like Tenpenny's Tower was cool, I guess. What is it? That one city. What is it? It's where the vampires, the Brotherhood, or not the Brotherhood. The family. That one like little interstate city was kind of cool, but the main story sucked. The companions were bare bones at best, downright bullet sponges, and carry capacity at worst. And there wasn't really any story to choose from. You just kind of followed a script. And for those who don't remember, if you didn't buy a DLC, you had to either sacrifice yourself or the game would call you bad and a coward. Next up, 76. So the lore behind 76 and like the mechanics, I'm not the biggest fan of. The fact that it's an MMO definitely hurts it quite badly, in my opinion. It has its moments. Me and my friends played it for a couple hours and we had fun. I got it on sale for like $6. It wasn't too bad then. That was worth the price, I think. But I don't like MMOs, so I just didn't really care for it. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. This is the second time I'm recording this video. But the lore, oh boy, the lore, the enemies. Well, I mean, everything besides the Enclave and Brotherhood lore. I don't care much about that because I'm sick of seeing those two factions. But the Raiders, the Scorched, all of that stuff was really cool. And I wish it was in a single-player Fallout game because I don't like 76's gameplay enough to play it just for the lore. But it was fun. Next up, 4. Actually, I'll put 4 in A just to be a little nicer. 4 is a game that I've played. I have about 370 hours, 400 hours at most, between the console and PC version. Gameplay-wise, a lot of fun. The combat system's really fresh. The new crafting system, not like the base building, but the actual like high upgrade weapons and stuff was really cool. It allowed you to get sentimental with your starting equipment. The legendary items I didn't like because it kind of, as I said, ruined the sentimental value of certain guns, and also unlike the other ones where they were specific, it could be random. So it made it kind of a gamble, and it could make you have to change playstyles halfway through. The story didn't exist. The factions are all bland, two-dimensional. You get two choices the entire main story: who builds a teleporter and who doesn't die. The companions were all right, I guess. Cass was not Cass. Jesus. Yeah, the companions were all right. Curie was cool. McCready was annoying. Deacon was probably the lone wanderer. Overall, a fun time, just not the best time. That was weird. Fallout 1 will be next. So, some of you will call me nostalgic. I definitely am. But Fallout, the original game, is based on the GURPS generic universal role-playing system, and I played a lot of that back in the day, and even a couple of years ago. It's great fun. It allows for great character customization, and it was ported over for Fallout, and that's why I like it so much. I've played the system a lot, so I'm used to the gameplay, so it's not too confusing for me. It also just... It wasn't Bethesdaized. Bethesda has kind of done some changes to the lore and tone that I'm not the biggest fan of, and Fallout 1 just had that, like, grimdark. Like, there was some good going on, but it was just... It felt real. And, yeah. The Master was really cool. I thought the Master was a really cool final villain. And the fact that you had to get, like, the diplomacy ending, you had to learn specific details in a few different spots in the game and then still have a chance to fail. That was really fun. Next up, Fallout 2. A direct upgrade from the first one. I think the fact that we got to see the Wasteland however many years after the... I think the first game's like 50 years or so after the Apocalypse, 60 years. Maybe 80 even. And then like 40 years later, I think is in between the games, 30 years? Can't remember top of my head. But just seeing the Wasteland evolve and how these factions that were in the first game change and how the Brotherhood basically peaked and had become a shadow, like, not like weakened, but like they just kind of stopped interacting. How the Shady Sands had grown into a major city. And just all that fun stuff, plus the whole new Reno, the fact that you could... In Vault City, I thought was really cool, and all the interesting lore that came from that. But, like, New Reno, the fact that you could go in, become a porn star, get addicted to drugs, and then steal a mob boss's car, iconic. Hilarious. And fun. Plus, Frank Horrigan is a character that exists. And enough said, really. It's just a really fun game. I recommend anyone who hasn't played it to give it a try. And the best Fallout game ever, in the completely subjective opinion of me, is Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas has amazing story that were, instead of it being go find something, getting revenge. I guess you might find them that shot you, but getting the revenge. The fact that all 4 endings, there are trade-offs to them, and there's not one objectively good side. Like the NCR, who engages in blatant imperialism and is corrupt and bloated. They're the goodest guys out there, but they still have their problems. They're obviously the bad guys, like the Legion. And I just think all 4 endings are really cool. I think all the companions are a lot of fun. Like Cass, Veronica, Boone. Those are all just very fun characters that feel realistic and have depth. Gameplay and graphics aren't as good as, like, 4, for example. But it makes up for more than enough of it in story. And the fact that whatever you do, you can feel the outcome makes it so much better. The fact that you can actually feel like you're, changing the Wasteland, and the way that Mission New Vegas talks about you, and each faction has some kind of benefit to join. It's just a really fun game. And I quite enjoy it. I play it a lot. It's my favorite game of all time. Second to Baldur's Gate 3. But yeah, I just have a great old time. And if you guys want me to, I might even play a series for you on the channel. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this different video. Hope you all had a lot of fun. I will see you all on the flip side.